Steve Harvey admits to being a gatekeeper for the industry. Check this out.
Black vote ain't for sale. We bartering on business. We standing on business. Bring us some tangibles or get out of my face. Rickey Smiley, I love you. But crying on the radio for Kamala Harris, my brother, that's an all-time low. Don't do that again, Rickey Smiley. Don't you get on your radio show and cry for Kamala. Don't you do that, my brother. If you want to cry for Kamala Harris, if you want to cry for Kamala Harris, you do that in the privacy of your house. But if we're going to be honest, Steve Harvey and Rickey Smiley, and I love you both, no hate to my big brothers, but if we're going to be honest, Rickey Smiley and Steve Harvey, y'all only carried on because y'all got paid to carry on. Can we please be honest? Can we see? I want y'all to understand, overstand, and understand what King Kong is talking about. Y'all carried on because y'all got paid to carry on. Kamala Harris and the Democratic plantation is paying you celebrities, paying you to shame black people into voting. Y'all know we not going to get nothing out of that vote. Y'all know we not going to get nothing out of that vote. Y'all know we not going to get nothing out of the vote. But they being paid, y'all being bought. They offer me $10K for an interview with Kamala Harris. I don't want your money, but we can definitely do the interview. They offer me $10K for an interview with Kamala Harris. Yes, we can do the interview. Keep your money. King Kong consciousness ain't for sale. I'm one of the real ones. Silverback Garvey Gorilla. I'm one of the real ones. Silverback Garvey Gorilla. Don't come to me with no propositions for money. I don't live for no money. I'm not one of these goofy rappers whose whole life is nothing but what you can buy and own. You dealing with real African DNA. This is real ancestral energy over here. I'm not no Rickey Smiley and Steve Harvey. You don't drop no check off and say, get the Negroes to the plantation on November the 4th. You don't drop no check off and say, get the Negroes to the plantation.
Specifically called you out, Steve. He called out Rickey Smiley. He claimed that both of you were paid to support Kamala Harris's campaign.
Well, first of all, we're going to have her on her again, or how many other times is needed to get her into office.
To get the vote.
Brother Umar, let me say this, man. I absolutely love some of the things you say. I really, really do, man. Some of the stuff I don't always agree with, but ain't nobody got to agree with everything I say. But let me clear the air on something.
Please.
You can't hire Steve Harvey for $10,000 to do nothing.
Yes, thanks.
Let me just A that out the way. I don't know where you got that number from, but you can't offer Steve Harvey $10,000 to do nothing. You can go through the industry and ask about me.
That's
Bruh, let me tell you something. Omar, let me tell you something, man. And there ain't no hate here at all, cause I like some of the work he does. I really do. Yeah. Listen, man, I don't.
He said
I don't do nothing. Nothing for $10,000. Don't even insult. Don't insult the brand equity that I built over these 30 years of television. I just don't, man. And I'm doing this absolutely free of charge because I want this country to be in her hands as opposed to Donald Trump's hands. That's why I do it. Now, me and Rickey Smiley happen to be on the same page. Now, we Q's now, and so is D.L. Hughley. And Q's kind of run the airways of black radio.
Okay. All right.
The Q's is running the airways of black radio.
All right, Purple and Gold.
But we also understand what's at stake here. So no, I haven't received a single dollar from anybody to do what I do. And I'm doing it gladly for free.
Yes.
And I'm going to freely have her on here again and again and again. I am going to freely ask soft questions. I am going to freely lob the basketball so she can slam dunk all these questions.
Oh,
yes, I'm going to freely sit here and agree. So the black vote is not for sale, but it is a very important block of votes.
Yeah,
that can control the outcome of this election. And if I have my way, if it is within God's will, she will be the next president of the United States, because the alternative, see, there's only two people running for president.
Yeah.
It's Kamala Harris, Madam Vice President Kamala Harris, or Donald Trump. That's the choice. Yeah. So I don't know. You know, and if somebody offered you 10, you should have took it. But anybody offered me nothing. But please don't insult me and offer me $10,000.
Dr. Umar Johnson calls out Steve Harvey, alleged that Steve Harvey got paid $10,000 by Kamala Harris and the Democrat Party to literally sway votes that direction. Listen, all entertainers have been getting paid for years to literally sway people in the direction of the Democrat Party. I got a slogan that I say, and it went over a lot of people's head. They ask you to vote for what they move away from, meaning the neighborhood that they growed up in. They got rich and moved to red rain areas, red rain Republican areas, but they look back and tell you to vote from what they ran from, what they left, and people continue to vote that way, being influenced by these very influential people. Steve Harvey basically said that he's a Q, and the Qs literally run the airways for the black radio stations, letting the world know that it's a monopoly, meaning if you're not a part of that brotherly hood or that brotherly love, they're not going to play your shit. If one brother say, hey, don't mess with him or don't play this, you won't get on. It goes back to what people say. These individuals are gatekeepers.